I come to you from the Madras Christian College. When I asked them about this topic, in fact, overwhelming response. We have a whole lot of students waiting to talk to us, but we will certainly speak to some of them to get a sense of what they think. Thank you very much for your time. When you heard about this particular development in the court in Seattle in the US yesterday, that there will be no criminal charges now against this police officer, what ran in your mind?
First of all, I was extremely disappointed because there was this innocent girl who went all the way to the US to study, to get her master's degree, and now her whole life, it's just gone. And the police officers who did it, like, there was a dash cam footage which showed one of them laughing, telling that she has lived enough. She was 26 years old. And that is outrageous, according to me. And I think the US justice system needs like a very big kind of reformation to prevent such incidents from happening, not just to the Indian students, but to all international students. Like, this is kind of a racism also.
Make it short. If I can come to you, come forward. Many Indian students study in the US, other countries like Canada. Would this kind of development impact choice of students who may plan to study there?
Yes, of course, because as we can see, a student was killed. And then when it came to the justice system, the justice wasn't delivered. Why would we go to a place that we deem unsafe when she, like another Indian like us, goes to America and this is what she gets? How can we not know like whether we'll be the next one to get that? We can't trust.
Who's next? Okay, come forward. The American judges, the courts there would have had a trial. Ultimately, what matters is what kind of evidence is there ultimately to be able to convict a person. Do you think the intent of the police officer would have weighed in much in this kind of a decision?
See, as it comes, when we talk about it, there are two aspects of it. Evidences and emotion.
Right.
So, law, justice, the court asked for evidences. Evidences were not so strong enough. That was the main reason behind that officer being let free. But when it comes to the emotion of a human being, her parents were offended. Like, they were in a sad condition, like, why was not justice provided for me? But at last, it's all about the law. It's all about the verdict put by the court.
Already, the Andhra Pradesh government has urged the American government to make sure the girl's family would get justice. Do you think there should be an attempt made to appeal against this particular order?
Of course, there should be an attempt that must go in accordance with the international law to give justice to this particular family. And what I believe, some of the political leaders who already approached the external minister to consolidate this matter with the American court, and that must be wherever it may be, justice must be prevailed.
Briefly, it's a huge loss for the family. What's your message to the US government as a student?
It's not even a question of justice, it's always a question of morals. You can't really unsee this thing. She was literally thrown 100 feet away from where she stood. So I believe that the responsibilities of the American government and the justice system is way more than what we have today. I mean, dropping criminal charges against this person is mind-blowing. It's
Your message?
My message is, I actually stand with the families. That's it.
Thank you very much for your time, and certainly emotional group of students giving their perspectives, urging the US government to make sure they ensure justice for the family. At the same time, they also understand that the US has a sound justice system, and we should also respect that. And they also believe that this would have gone through a fair trial, and it's based on
very articulate voices there. Sam, thanks very much for joining us.